6 if bar one, and of course the knockdown as well. You know, you could essentially have him 7 rounds up after 6.
Well, I had him winning the first 4, and then with a 10-8 on that, I mean, he's a mile ahead. Parker obviously came back strongly, but yeah, how on earth can you come up with that score?
116, 111. You've given Chisora 3 rounds, and you've gave Parker 9 minus the 1 for the knockdown.
Yeah, just on the body work alone, you know, you have to be scoring for Chisora for a good proportion of those rounds, because Parker's work was just few and far between in the early stages. It was only.
So we're here live, real time. Please take your time out and like the video. 7:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, May the 1st, 2021. The fighters are about to speak. Joe Parker of New Zealand, Oceanic area, former WBO heavyweight champion, just got a very close, razor-sharp decision on 2 cards over a very disappointed Derek Chisora. Now, what I'm seeing right now in real time on social media is that a lot of people or fans had Derek Chisora winning. So we're going to let the fighters talk, then me, my colleague Big J are going to talk about the fight, the rematch, and what's possibly next. So please subscribe, take your time out, like the video. This is TstreeT Controversy and Big J with FightView360.com.
Scorecards, but
yeah, both guys with me now. Thank you both for agreeing to talk to us off of. Joseph, going to come to you first. You said your career at top levels at stake tonight. And you said, I know exactly what Derek Chisora is going to do. Yeah. 7 seconds later, you're on the floor. Yeah. What's going through your head at that point, and how deep did you have to dig to get yourself back in that fight and win that fight?
Yeah, it was a tough fight. You know, I got caught right in the beginning, and just had to dig deep and stay focused and, you know, follow the plan that we had in place. Swayed off a bit, but Derek is a very tough opponent. He came forward, pushed pressure on me from the beginning, and threw big bombs and landed a lot.
What do you think made the difference coming down the stretch? Was it the superior boxing skills?
I feel like it's the boxing skills from the mid rounds towards the end, but it was a very close fight.
What's going through your mind at the end there when you hear those scores? 115, 113, 116, 111, 115, 113. Are you thinking, this is for me? You've been in this position before in the UK.
It was a very close fight. I thought it could go either way. I'm very thankful and blessed to get the win today.
What's it like facing someone like Derek Chisora? We know the sayings, the war, the no mercy, I'm bringing the smoke, and he did bring that tonight.
He brought the smoke. If you want to feel it, jump in the ring with him.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. What about the future for you? Do you still hold that dream now? Is it still achievable to become 2-time heavyweight world champion?
It's very achievable. I just have to get back to training. There's a lot of things I have to work on. You know, I had a good plan in place, and always, like other fights, I swayed away from it. But I just have to get back with Andy and work on a few things.
So what did we have? 8 weeks of the 2 of you together. Were you able to show us some of the things you've worked on?
A little fraction of it. There's still a lot I can show. Just have to keep working on it with Andy, and more camps ahead.
Let's pause right there and interrupt a little bit. Overall, what did you think about his performance overall, Joseph Parker's?
Well, I think that's one thing that's going to prove that Joseph Parker is not at the world champion level, because based on that performance, he's not going to win a world title again. I mean, as long as AJ and Fury, no one's going to win a world title anyway. So, yeah, I mean that was a bridesmaid, never the bride performance. It was lacking a lot. I mean, you can see that he wasn't conditioned. He looked terrible. Both of them looked terrible. It was just a clubbing fest. So
yeah, it was a little real, but we already knew, that's who Derek Chisora is. It's just that every time he fights, he's 6 months to a year older. So right now, he's definitely on his last legs, because that style, put it this way, I think that any other, top heavyweight could possibly knock out Derek Chisora, because he's been knocked out before. And right now, it looks like Joe Parker is on the backslide. Like, I'm not happy with that performance. I have no issues, saying like, okay, all right, I think he did win the fight. But I can see how fans may have had Chisora as well. And also, that, 116, 111, that's just some bullshit right there.
Oh, definitely bullshit, yeah. 115, 113 was a lot better.
Yeah.
But the one thing that angered me the most, and we'll get into that, is that fight headlined not 1, not 2, but 3 world title fights.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
3 world title fights, played second fiddle to that shit?
Yeah. 3. Let me tell the fans or the viewers what the card was. First, obviously, Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker. Dimitri Bivol for the WBA 175-pound light heavyweight title. You had Katie Taylor fight Natasha Jonas for undisputed. All 4 belts were on the line. Scott Fitzgerald versus Gregory Trinell. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Marcus Morrison. It doesn't have Chris Eubank Jr.'s belt listed, but he had it with him tonight. I'm looking
but I don't. Yeah, I don't. I think the WBA world title is vacant. Did he vacate that? Or?
Well, see, he never officially did. He was supposed to be elevated. Let me look.
Well, they fought at 162, so there wasn't even.
Gotcha. There it is.
So there you go.
Yeah, there it is. So Derek Chisora is about to speak now. Let's listen to him.
I know. Off camera, I just heard you say that.
I'm beyond getting upset now. It's just difficult because I train hard, I fight, I put the pressure on. I bring everything, and this is the treatment I get from boxing. My last fight is the same thing again. This fight, the same thing again. I think they don't like me because I'm the size. It's disappointing. I don't know. I can't get upset because it's just horrible. I train hard every day. I give everything in the gym, and when I put it all in there, this is results I get. But Joe said he wants to give me a rematch. If he wants to give me a rematch, I'll take the rematch easy. But this is just unbelievable. Most people, I won the fight. Even his coach, Andy Lee, said I won the fight. But
It was a close fight.
Yeah, I mean, you've got fair reply there. Did you say that?
After the fight, Joseph came back and said, I'm not sure we got this. I think we're in his country. I thought he should get some fair play. The man's a warrior. And we all owe him a good debt of gratitude for the fights he's given us over the years. And we will give you a rematch. Let's do a rematch straight away.
Thank you.
One thing I said to Joseph there was perhaps it was superior boxing skills, but you could flip that on its head and say, do you think that you were landing the heavy artillery and the heavier shots with the knockdown in the first round?
Yeah, I was bringing it. Some of the shots I was riding them, but I don't know what they were seeing on when they were scoring the scores. I was putting more power punches, inside work, but I can't get upset anymore. London, it's just difficult. What do you do?
Just to stop right there, did you think that Chisora won the fight?
No, I think he should have lost the point for
the rabbit punching.
Yeah, all the rabbit punches.
Hold on, you breaking up some.
Breaking up, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, the rabbit punches. There were a lot of rabbit punches. So, yeah, I think he should have lost the point because how many times did the ref pull that up? It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I didn't think Derek Chisora should have won the fight at all. I mean, I was surprised. I mean, the first 7 seconds, Joseph Parker got knocked out. I thought, oh, well, this will be good. Yeah. Here we go. But yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, I mean, for that to be a main event with the caliber of the fights, it was just pretty poor.
Yeah. It definitely did zap some energy out. But in regards to Derek Chisora, we don't know where he's going next because right now he's ranked number 15 by the WBC and he's not ranked anywhere else. That's the bottom of the barrel. So you can expect that he's probably not going to be ranked next month.
No, not at all.
So he's got to fight to somebody to get a ranking, and I'm looking trying to figure right now. I don't see him headlining another pay-per-view. So if they do do the rematch, I think that they will probably do it on the undercard of Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua whenever that's going to be announced. But also there could possibly be some interest overseas or in that oceanic area in New Zealand because they can have fights, right?
Yeah, New Zealand can have fights. Yep. Yeah, because Joseph Parker fought Junior Farr only a couple of months ago. So
yes, okay, there you go. See, yeah, and I forgot all about that. So that's an option that can be explored, but only time will tell. Now for Joseph Parker, He's ranked number 3 by the WBO, number 6 by the IBF, number 6 by the WBC, and he's not ranked, surprisingly, by the WBA, probably likely by choice. So, it's looking like he is creeping up on being the next mandatory for the WBO. It seems as though that's the way it's going. And
yeah, wouldn't he have to fight Usyk first?
No. Usyk and Joe Joyce are supposed to be fighting for the WBO interim title.
Right.
And then the winner of that has to fight Joshua versus Fury winner, which may not happen until April or so this time next year.
Mm.
So Joe Parker would likely, it's a tricky situation right there. With the IBF, you have Hunter and Filip Hrgovic. They are both going to be fighting to be the next mandatory for the IBF. And then Joe Parker after that will be ordered to fight somebody, sometime later on this year. So right now it's not looking like he's going to be getting a title shot. The heavyweight picture is very top heavy.
It is. And based on that performance, you wouldn't think that Joe Parker would be, it wouldn't move the needle for a title shot on that.
Exactly. That's not, so it's looking, it's a real cluttered situation up there, and I'm trying to find ways to see, where do he get his title shot? Or, because everybody's positioning to be mandatories. And once you lose in this heavyweight division, you go way down to the bottom. You got to work your way back up to get your shot again. I mean, look what happened to Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a boxing Game of Thrones type of thing going on with the heavyweight division. Look what happened to Andy Ruiz, who's fighting tonight, by the way. So it's like once you lose your title, then you got to really have a good team around you to maneuver you to get not only get and we got to mention Dylan White. I mean, my God, look at his situation. But,
yeah, definitely.
Closing thoughts. You said you wanted to say something about Mick Zarafa and Dempsey McKean.
Yeah, I think Mick Zarafa should take on Chris Eubank Jr. Be a good fight for both.
There you go. And he has a history with Matchroom because he fought Kell Brook.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good fight for both because get the ring rust off, and Chris Eubank Jr. should have got him out of there in 2 rounds, but he made the argument that he shouldn't have. So
but that was some bullshit too. Dempsey McKean.
Dempsey McKean's fighting on May 15th.
Okay. Against?
So,
basically it's a stay busy fight.
Yeah. I think he'll get the ring rustle because he hasn't fought in over a year. So
yeah, just pull his box record right now. Dempsey McKean 18-0 with 12 KOs. You can say since he's ranked that he is a heavyweight contender, listed as at 6'6", 240 pounds. Fighting Akiko Toa Lutelli. Seems like a Samoan name. Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah, I haven't looked much into it, so I think it's only put on Boxer the last couple of days.
Yeah. So closing thoughts before we go, because my allergies are killing me. Good fight by Katie Taylor. I mean, the girls I really think need to step up to 3-minute rounds so they can start, because the UFC girls do the 5-minute rounds, so they can start main eventing events. I think that's really holding them back. Yeah, because it was several times during the fight where when the action started to pick up, the round would end.
That's right.
And that happens a lot in women's boxing. Like, as soon as they start really getting at each other, the round's over.
That's right.
All right, well, we're going to wrap up right there. And I promise you guys, I had a lot of legal shit and personal shit I had to take care of. Everything's good. Please take your time out, like the video, and trust me, next week we're going to be on track. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is Big J with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.